So, once again, we are going to let you know that you do not hate mathematics, but what you need to do is you need to start making abundant tangible habits. All right? Anyway, yeah, that intro was a little bit long-winded, right? I don't know, maybe I forgot my place. Nah. Anyway, here we have this. Now, I want to say that we do not do flukes in mathematics. Because as long as we start making abundant tangible habits, there will be no flukes in mathematics. Proof that what I did before can be done again. Right? We're going to, from the top. We want to find a replacement for that right here. Right? Sorry. Want to do this right here. Most people would combine their 30 and 24, 720. Right? 720. That's not me. We're not doing that. So, remember 24. Well, 12 is 2 by 2 by 3. So, 24 must be that. Now, this is, You have 3 by 10. That is 2 by 5. So, flip it around. This is always 2 by 3 by 5. So, just so you know. All right? Very easy to somewhat memorize. So, we'll have a 2 here, a 3 here, and a 5 right here. So, the question is, how are we going to get what we want out of this? Now, I would say this. There are times that what you do is, you might be tempted to say, let's put the 3 by 3 by 5 together. You'd have 45. And the 16. Unfortunately, that just gives us, yeah. So you're either going to end up with a plus or a minus 29. Right? A plus or minus 29. That doesn't work for us. So let me tell you what's funny. You see, this did not work out. But what if instead of doing that, what if we moved over a little bit and forgot about this? What would that give you? 4 times 3, 12 times 3, or 9 times 4. Either way, you have your 36. 5 times 2, 10 times 2. Now remember, plus minus or minus minus, it will be a difference. So we cannot add these. So we'll not be using minus, minus, nor plus, plus. We're not doing that here. What we'll be doing is finding the difference. Let's put x beside each of them. And what do? We'll have a plus 36 and a minus 20x. There you go. So that's how you end up with your plus 16x right here. So we're going to be replacing plus 16x with the 36 and the 20. There we go. So, blurring that out for now. Blurring that out for now. All right, so now that we're done with that, let us put that together. Let's put together, let's see now. So we'll have yeah. We'll put that blue in the middle here. Okay. So let's continue making abundant tangible habits. 36 minus 20 gives you 16. And now let the fun begin. You see, primary school mathematics, sorry. We're finding the HCF of 20 and 30. You know, we could also do that. Just, you know, I don't necessarily like adding the letters as yet because, you know, you want to focus on the means of the matter. You have 2 by 2 by 5, and you have 2 by 3 by 5. Right? So, naturally, the HCF is 10. And of course, the HCF of x and x squared is x. So, the 10 is out here. The x is out. All right? 10 is out here, x is out. All right. Oh, you know I was going to skip a step, right? 30 over 10, that is 3, and you'll have 3x right here. Hold on. I need to go and get... Wait, really? That's not what I wanted to do. I want to find another marker now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Stock up on the ammunition there, yeah? All right. So, we have our 3x here, and of course, minus 20 over 10 will be our minus 2. Now, plus 36x over 3x will be a plus 12. 12 times 3, 36. 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3x, 36x. 12 times minus 2, minus 24. So you can put that over here. The black goes here. The blue drops in here. And funny enough, you can factorize this once again. Right? Of course, you know the HCF of 10 and 12 is 2, so you can put 2 outside here, and this would be 5x plus 6. All right? So if we want to factorize completely, that's what it's looking like. 10x plus 12 is the same as 2 times that right here. And we could have done that from the beginning, because we could have found the HCF of 30, 16, and 24 and did that differently altogether. Anyhow, we're going to make some more abundant tangible habits. Yeah. So that was an example of, man, I have a lot of these questions that we can do on first person tutor. So we're going to do the rest of them over there. But there's a lot of them. Plenty of them. So I'm looking for something specific though. You know, it's always when you're looking for something you can't find it, don't it? Always when you're looking for that one thing. One thing you're looking for, can't find it. You know what? I never thought about this one. All right, fine. Fair enough. So, obviously, I don't want to ruin the fun by disappearing. So let me do this. All right. Let us say we're going to have so we're gonna go all the way to some basics now. All right, now this will go from that to just, we're speaking on division now. Now, one of my philosophies behind doing this is that I'm going to create multiples of this number here. So 126 plus 126 is going to be 252. Then this will be 8 right here. So this will be 378. 6 plus 8 is 14. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 7. So that's a 10. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 3. There we go. Then this will be 630. This will be 756. This will be, let's put a 2 here. 7 plus 1 is 8. 882. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 0. Carry a 1, 0. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 there. Carry the 1. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. So this will be 60 right here. 11 plus 1. Here we go. I'm hoping that's, yeah, clear enough for everybody to see. All right. That's the first order of business for me. Regardless of whatever my divisor is, my divisor, I must be able to create multiples of these because I need to be able to see where I'm going. I need to see where I'm going. So let's say you go in a store with $9. The smallest item in that store is 126. They can't buy anything. So let's put a 0 up here. $90, same thing. They put a 0 up there. Can't go into the store with $90. Now we're at 908. Now we're in business. How far does 908 get us? We can buy this. We can buy this. We can buy this. We can also buy this. But we can't go on this floor. We can't look at any of these items, nor any of these, nor any of these. 3 from 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now I'm going to this is what I have 882. And we have 908. Well, how do I get to 900? See, at first, add 18 to that. I'll add 8 to that as well. So 18 plus 8, that's going to be 26. So I'll take that number 26 and put behind the 908. Right? So let's put the 26 right there. Put 26 in front of the 2, you have 262. So now 262 is bigger than what? It's bigger than this right here, that right here. Not bigger than anything else down here. You can put x's beside them if you want. That's what I do, right? I put x's beside them so that I know not to venture past them. So notice that the number of the ticks we use is what goes here. We didn't use any ticks, 0. We didn't use any ticks, 0. 7 ticks, 7, 2 ticks. So we will put 2 up here. And notice how every number goes above a certain digit. So 0 goes above the 9, 0 goes above the 9, 7 goes above the 8, 2 goes above that 2. So we have to be careful with our placement, right? Okay, now 262 minus 252, I mean, that's very easy. Very easy. So in this regard, we'll have what? 10. All right, so we'll put 10 in front of the 2, leaving us with 102. Okay, but we have a problem. 102 compared to 126. 102 is smaller than this. Therefore, I mean, let's say you can put an X on everything. And if you put an X on everything, means that you can't buy anything. Therefore, there you go. So now we move from 102 to 1,026. So now, how many of these is 1,026 bigger than? So 1,026 is bigger than this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to put the 8 up here. And of course, we're going to subtract 1,008 from this. So obviously we'll have that, leaving us with 26 minus 8. The minus 6 from both of them, you'll have what? 20 minus 2. 20 minus 2 is just 18. Therefore, your remainder is going to be 18. Now, mind you, we could have continued and created some decimal values. We could have put a decimal point and then put some zeros behind it, right? Then in that case, the 18 would have gone in front of the 0. Then you'd have had 180 being bigger than that. So it would just be 1, and then we could continue from there. I don't think we did too badly with this one, right? The reason why this is good practice is because not every instance, you're not going to get something perfectly divisible all the time. Just like how if you're doing simultaneous equations, you're not always going to get positive values. You're going to get negative ones, you're going to get fractions. That will happen. So sometimes we have reservations about certain things. Negative numbers makes us uncomfortable. Fractions makes us uncomfortable. And because of that, we will do the question over and over, trying to change it. And it's like, no, it's going to be a fraction. It's going to be negative. Just live with the fact that that's what it's going to be. I think it's just because of the psychological discomfort. That's really what it is. It boils down to that, because negative numbers are typically more difficult to handle. We're so accustomed to dealing with the positive that when we get negative numbers, what is that? So that's why we make abundant tangible habits, right? So I think we're done with this one for now. And if anything else pops up, I'll come back and make another video about some of the, some of that. All right. So again, thanks for helping me to stay consistent. As I always tell you, honor your commitments. And again, this was us making abundant, tangible habits.